We can do a lot with just this right here. But for most of the details, we're going to use a cheat code called nature. We're going to take Craftsman's favorite silicone putty, which is a 2-part, easy to mix silicone material, and do some sampling from nature. Let's see. So we're looking for groovy, bumpy, knotty, texturous, look at that pine cone, texturous details. That stump looks pretty neat. I think we're going to have to go deeper into the swampy woods. That's why coming a 2-part putty is so convenient, because you just mix it when you need it. Yeah, I like these textures. Look at them. It almost looks kind of like some fat rolls or something on a creature maybe. And look at this little fella. Come on now. And we're going to mash it down really, really good into the details. I'm not worried about a release agent. We're just slapping it on, and we're going to capture what's underneath it. And now for the fun part. Now we've got a bunch of texture brushes or texture pads and a texture roller ball that I got real quick. And this is more than enough to give us some texture variety. But I want to show you one more tool you can make. Let's take some 2-part epoxy sculpt, mix it up, and squish it onto a little handle. Now take a ball tool, a needle tools, and add some bumps, all over the place, bumps, different sizes bumps. Now we got a texture roller inspired by Dan Does. Now let's use our texture pad, and I'm just carefully dabbing it. And you want to rotate the pad around to change the variety. And now let's add even more subtle detail with our ball end tool. Little dents, big dents. And this right here, I find that a needle tool is a fantastic way to simulate skin parts. Look, trust me, don't skip out on this part right here. And I know it's really hard to appreciate right now because of this clay. It's hard to read. But when we blackwash it and just wait. Let's make another one. But this time, we're going to add some heavy texture to the basic shape before we even begin putting legs and features on. Yeah, look at that right there. You might even hit it with your rigid roller or cradle the piece using a texture pad.